People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. First thing that is popping in the news. The other day I did a video and I said that Jamaica is going through a serious time as it pertains to crime and violence. And desperate times calls for desperate measures. What is the government of Jamaica, the relevant authority, meaning the JCF, Security Minister, Minister of Justice, Rete Lele, what are they going to do to curb this problem? I said that I think that it is a good idea to get a elimination squad, like a acid eradication squad, something along that line, wherein if you know that there are people that have been creating problem for the longest while, known, no if, ands or buts, no question sign beside their name, they've been taking out people. However, the system of justice, meaning the courts, cannot seem to put them away for everlasting life or forever infinity. I said that it would not be a bad idea to have some sort of po hit squad, being that this hit squad is monitored properly, no guess and spell. Now people, like everything else in life, it is never going to be 100% proof. Therefore, there are going to be mistakes made. Call it casualty of war. However, it seems as if some people from some sort of human rights group, they got in their feelings, and one particular person went on my comment section and they wrote an epistle. Looked like some sort of love letter. Looked like some sort of rules or regulation. They were making amendment for the courts or the justice system. I don't know. One hell of a long comment saying that, boy, blogger like you, all you do, I just tell people all kind of foolishness because I just want views, rate, lele, blah, blah, blah. Now people, whenever, based on my experience on YouTube, I know that whenever you see people start count people views, count them money, it kind of loses what they are saying because it seems as if they have some sorts of personal feelings that they are carrying. You know, we list the people comments at times and we take it into consideration. However, when it starts get personal, it seems as if that person has some sort of personal vendetta. So therefore, their point becomes less sensible to me. Now people, like me say, if it was properly monitored, it would be a good idea based on what is going on in Jamaica. Now people, the other day, or less than 24 hours ago, I got a video of the president in El Salvador, and he is basically waging war on gangs in his country based on a bloody weekend that they had, where it is said that at least 67 persons lost their life per day. Now people, while the situation in Jamaica is not as bad, everybody have to deal with its own problem. Jamaica problem is very, very bad. And at the rate that it is going, we won't be surprised if it gets to that rate, be it a little time down the line. However, what this president did, he said that hashtag war on gangs. He rounded up over 6,000 known gang members. He had a state of emergency implemented for at least 30 days. When he hold these people, he put them in a room that is dark, meaning that no sort of sunlight. He make sure say him ram up, him jam up the cell them with whole heap of people. That means say you are not comfortable. That means say you're there amongst a whole bunch of mowly, thinking, criminal elements. You can't sleep. You can't get any sorts of rest. You are going to be very uncomfortable. Now, some of the things that he did are recommended, well, it is implemented actually, is that 15 days without any sorts of phone call to any sorts of lawyer. Now, people, while that might be a bit extreme, a lot of the things that he is doing is based on his situation, his country's situation, his country's circumstances. So therefore, he as a leader of that country, the president of that country, El Salvador, he has to make decisions based on his circumstances. Now, people, like me say, El Salvador is not a first world nation, first world country. So therefore, of course, he is going to get a backlash from all of these first world humanitarians, people of justice, whatever you want to call them. However, he is getting the backing of the residents of his country, his Congress, his parliamentarians. They are backing him 100%. Now, as it pertains to Jamaica, we know that Jamaica, everything is politicized, meaning that you have the JLP, you have the PNP. JLP being the power right now. Of course, if them do something, the PNP, along with human rights group, are going to say, see there, them are communists, them are this, them are that, just because of politics, even though it might make sense to them. The next thing is that countries like El Salvador, even though they are a poor nation, what we find is that the presidents, Congress, the residents, them have intestinal fortitude, them have spine, them have backbone, and even better, them have some balls, the hog type. So therefore, when they make decision, them not really care when nobody else wants to say. They are trying to steer their country in the right path. And if them see say, the country is going down as sour as in Jamaica. Now people like me say, Jamaica has never experienced in excess of 65 or 60 something people per day. Maybe 8, 10, something like that was the worst. However, our situation is still bad. When a little country with less than 3 million people have a death rate of 1,400, 1,200 consistently for over the past decades. When our country is ranked between 3 and 5, 3rd and 5th, the most dangerous place for Master God Earth, it tells you that we have a serious problem as it pertains to crime. Now, people, what is different in Jamaica other than the politics and everything is politicized, whatever the word is that Jamaica licky licky. Jamaica is a puppet. Jamaica is a clown to England, Canada, UK. Anybody where them can America, like me say, anybody that have them pan a string, anybody that them feel like them can get some sorts of loan, some sorts of grant from, they want to be in that country's good book. However, people, check the record of those persons in which Jamaica are bowing to. See what type of justice, see what their history reads, and why they do the stuff that they do and how they get to where they've gotten. However, I don't really want to get into that. But me just tell you, say, whenever Jamaica do stuff, them do stuff and thinking, what is Uncle Sam going to say? What is the Queen going to say? What is the Pope going to say? How is it going to view Jamaica? Are we going to lose our visas? Are we going to get our black book, blacklisted? That is how they do their thing. Because people, based on the video that I did and people like me say, this is not scientific. This is called blogging. I give my views and my opinion. And I said that based on the fact that the place I get away, the place I run away, the people them need to put down them foot. They need to send some sorts of example. And as it pertains to this president of El Salvador, he also videotaped the whole episode. He posted on social media, hashtag war against gang. He made sure he said that, listen, I want you parents, the mothers and fathers, the guardians of youths out there, if them have aspirations of becoming criminals or gang member, it is only going to lead to two places. The big yard, Madden, Dovecat, their version, El Madden, El Dovecat, whatever them call it, in Espanol. So people, me just assure you, at the end of the day, you as a country have to do what is best for your people. Whatever it is that the people decide, whatever it is the people them deem to be appropriate for their situation, the country needs to put on its foot. And people, the problem with Jamaica is that corruption. The problem with Jamaica also, why people are going to look upon it different, is that them feel like, listen, we can't trust the politicians. We can't trust the poor. There are instances in which poor have been blamed for mass human rights violation. So therefore, how is it that you're going to use these people that have a reputation of doing certain things? And people like me say, I understand. So therefore, if you're not going to put out this HIT squad, if you're not going to clamp down on gang members and put them in a pack-up cell without no sorts of sunlight, that means you have to make corrections. You have to take away the reasons why the situation got to why it got to. So therefore, unless the politician are going to clean up themselves, unless the poor are going to become straight and not so corrupt, unless there's not a double standard in justice, unless people realize, listen, you are responsible for your deeds. The parents, you are responsible for your kids in growing them up, giving them some sorts of foundation, don't bringing them up in any sorts of dysfunctional home. Be responsible, held responsible through the court, through the system. Then everything gone so bad, what are you going to do? Desperate times calls for desperate measure. So anyway, people, like me say, blogging, my opinion, my views, it is not the gospel. However, for those of you critics that have an opinion, YouTube is an open platform. You too can be a blogger. You too can manipulate the minds of people. And you too can get the views that you're so worried about other persons getting. Counting other persons' money. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.